While out hunting, a terrifying thing happened to the boy. He saw a massive lion suddenly appear right in front of him, and sensing danger, he quickly shielded his younger brother behind him. Facing such a formidable beast, he knew that even if he fired, there was no way to kill it with a single shot. Sergei did something unexpected. In a critical moment, he put down his weapon, trying to show the Lion King that he meant no harm. Surprisingly, the lion's fierce expression slowly began to soften. But suddenly, a gunshot shattered the fragile peace. The one who fired was Sergei's father, Nikolai. But Nikolai had miscalculated. The lion roared and lunged at Sergei, its sharp teeth piercing through his body. Nikolai fired multiple shots in a desperate attempt to stop it, but it was no use. The lion carried Sergei away, and he knew his son had no chance of survival. But fate quietly turned its gears at that moment. The lion's blood accidentally seeped into Sergei's wound. And as if a mysterious gate had opened, their genes reacted in a strange way. The lion seemed to sense it too, dropped the boy, and walked away. Miraculously, Sergei survived. Yet Nikolai showed no joy at his son's return from death. As a legendary mob figure, he couldn't tolerate Sergei's moment of weakness. He wanted his son to have the bloodthirsty instincts of a wolf, and warned him about the brutal law of the jungle, urging him to one day take over the family business. This harsh upbringing left Sergei torn and in pain, but he dared not defy his ruthless father. However, when he saw the lion's stuffed body on display, he could no longer suppress his inner rage. Sergei locked himself in his room, swearing he would never become a cold-blooded monster like his father. Not long ago, his mother had taken her own life after years of domestic abuse. Fueled by anger and disappointment in his family, he decided to leave forever. Before he left, he pulled out a mysterious card that seemed to hold deep meaning for him. But as he carefully climbed onto the rooftop, the tiles beneath his feet suddenly cracked. He thought he would crash hard to the ground, but instead, he landed lightly. Sergei couldn't believe what had just happened, but there was no time to think. He began a long journey to his mother's hometown, a vast grassland in the Russian Far East. While he was taking in the breathtaking beauty of nature, a terrifying noise suddenly erupted. Sergei looked back in horror and saw a massive herd of wild buffalo thundering toward him from the horizon. Faced with such a dense stampede, even a mighty lion would retreat, and with no place to hide in the open field, he could only cover his ears and brace for the worst. But strangely, the buffalo didn't trample him. Instead, they veered off and ran past him on both sides. Then he realized the lead buffalo was shielding him with its body. Only after the entire herd had passed did the Buffalo King finally walk away. That was when Sergei discovered not only could he communicate with animals, but his physical abilities were beyond human. With just a bit of force, he could hurl a spear over 100 meters. His speed rivaled that of a cheetah,